Jai Sri Kusum Haranath. Pagal Haranath Part 4, Letter 72, addressed to Srijukta Kalipada Mukhopadhyay, B.L. Dhanbad. This submitted with Namaskar. I received your letter just as I hoped for it. When desire cometh, it is a tie of love. Same is my condition on receipt of your letter. Sir, you all are like sun. Trying to show you a lamp, I only exhibit my craziness. But the madman has no shame, as he has no knowledge of good or bad of his own actions. You all are great men, full of learning, intellect, and wisdom. I have no power to advise you. However, that some of you love and care for me, that's like people watching snake show or monkey dance. Do not be disturbed by my incoherent talk at times. Matter can be transformed into spirit as iron turns into gold at the touch of philosopher's stone. Once touched, can the iron remain its iron character? Similarly, one who has Krishna-spirit inside and out, he is no longer an iron. Similarly, one who has Krishna's spirit inside and out, he is no longer an iron. This can be understood by considering the sentiments of Gopis of Braja. Besides, by contemplation of the forms of Krishna and Gauranga, any doubts of the mind can be removed to a great extent. Sadhaka Narottamdas has prayed, "When shall I be born as a daughter in the family of a milkman in Brajawasipur?" He has further asked, "When shall I become Prakriti, discarding the male form, etc.?" So I say, there is also a way to change iron into gold. What, in your opinion, would you call spirit and matter? Whatever you may call, the matter can turn into spirit, associating always with the spirit exactly as the spirit always associating with matter acquires the qualities of matter. Purusha, established in Prakriti, etc., are the sayings of Gita. Similarly, Joydev, while defining Radha, has said, even the enemy of Kamsa is bound by the chains of worldly desires, etc. Be that as it may, the magic working in this world has immense power. Never think that this cannot happen. Here everything is equally possible and impossible. How is it that with bodies sustainable only by food, some people continue to live for ages without eating? Do not consider anything impossible here. What is Radha is also Krishna. Consider this as the last word on spirit and matter. The subject is inexhaustible. If ever Krishna grants us the day to meet, I shall show my antics. I keep silent now. I am a great fool. It is impossible for me to enter into this extremely fine discourse with you all. Leaving all such thoughts aside, I only dance and sing Lord's praise. Nothing else do I know, nor do I desire to, as I know of my inability. Believing the crux of the sayings of seers, I consider Harinam to be supreme and ask one and all to take it. I believe in Lord's command, Kalau nastebha nastebha nastebha, from the core of my heart and ask all to do so. I have no acquaintance with Mahanirvan and Nirvan, therefore I do not have much information about them, and the desire to gather is much less. I am a beggar seeking alms. I have no need to bother about the kingdom's balance sheet. For this reason, considering it to be poking nose into other people's affairs, and that these things suit you all well, I left it to you. A fool like me is unable to say anything in this matter. With all humility, I suggest such matters are better shunned. The aim of Jeeva is to love him and to aspire to be his slave. In my opinion, that is our supreme duty. Realizing this, seers have said, Jeeva forgot that he was the perennial servant of Krishna. During that time, Maya the witch put the halter around his neck. Forgetting his status as the servant of Krishna, Jeeva loses way and suffers in varied ways. For them, the world feels like a prison, or else each place of the Lord is a pleasant garden. There's joy before its creation, joy during creation, and joy also at the end. Can such an abode of joy as this world be joyless? So I submit that we define the same thing differently from different standpoints, but in reality there seems to be no difference. Lest you be deceived, I gave you the introduction of my craziness at the very outset. Ignore my incoherent talks, considering me to be mad. But do remember that through Yoga and Gyana, the blissful form of Lord cannot be achieved. By logic, Lord's Logician-image can alone be seen. But that form is devoid of simplicity. It is like a king meeting another king. Yoga and Gyana can visualize Lord's ceremonial form alone. No one other than those at home can see the informal and homely form. Homely form is just serenely sweet, no trace of dread, and the ceremonial form of Lord is beset with dread. That is why all other images of the Lord, except that of Krishna, are adorned with many weapons. I wish that you desire to behold the Lord as one of his family. Realization of Lord through yoga and jnana is like give and take. Love ceases as soon as the deal is over. What you call Mahanirvan, once you achieve it, will there be any relationship with the Lord? Whatever you had sought from the Lord after going through a lot of sufferings, you forgot all relationships the moment you achieved that. You gave, got back, the matter's over. Thirst for love quenched. That's not like the homely love. Here prevails Gopi Bhava. Gopi Bhava, mirror reflects ever new image every moment, etc. Here blink and you find new, beautiful and pleasant, perennial newness nowhere else does exist. The form of the Savior is ever constant. There is no difference in the forms of your and my Savior. So I say, if you wish to see a new image every moment, love Krishna as one of your own kith and kin. Baba, the madness of the madcap is on. Unless I check it forcibly, many more incoherent words will come out. Firstly, these words are appearing bitter to you. So knowing that, it is better to stop this rattle of the drum. I stop. Do not take any offense. I know it is wrong on my part to open my mouth before such pundits as you all are, but don't know what all you may be wondering if I kept silent. So I danced as I could. Now I am silent, so be at peace. Yours, protege, Haro, Joy Sri Kusum Haranath.